Imagine this. You've worked your way to the top, things are going exactly as planned, and suddenly, everything shifts. The industry changes, your role is redefined, or an unexpected challenge appears. Sound familiar? Now picture this. What if instead of resisting the change, you leaned into it? What if embracing change became your greatest strength? Heraclitus, an ancient Greek philosopher, famously said, "The only constant in life is change." While that might sound intimidating, it's actually one of the most liberating truths about life. Change is inevitable, and the faster we learn to adapt, the greater our chances for success. In today's video, we'll explore Heraclitus's timeless wisdom and how you can embrace change to not only survive but thrive. Stick with me, because this perspective could transform the way you approach life and success. Part 1. Understanding Heraclitus's wisdom. Heraclitus lived over 2,500 years ago, yet his ideas on change are more relevant than ever. He believed that everything in life is in a constant state of flux. Nothing stays the same, and everything is always evolving. Think of a river. You can step into the river once, but the water will never be the same. Life works exactly like that. Now let's apply this to our everyday reality. Think about how fast the world is changing right now. Technology, industries, even our personal lives. 10 years ago, many of the jobs we have today didn't even exist. The same is true for relationships, technology, and personal growth. Heraclitus knew that resisting change was futile. Instead, we need to learn how to move with it. Imagine a small business owner who refuses to adapt to the rise of e-commerce, insisting on keeping their business brick and mortar only. While competitors innovate and grow, they slowly lose customers. On the other hand, a company that embraces change, adopting new technologies, expands and thrives. The lesson here? The world doesn't stop evolving, and neither should we. Part 2. How to embrace change for success. So how do we apply Heraclitus's wisdom in our lives? How can we turn change from something to fear into something to harness for success? 1. Shift your mindset. The first step is to change how we view change. Instead of seeing it as a threat, we need to view it as an opportunity. Every time something shifts in your life, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I use this to grow? Think of it like surfing. If you resist the wave, you'll get knocked over. But if you learn to ride it, you can glide across the water. In the same way, change can propel us forward if we learn to work with it rather than against it. 2. Adaptability is power. Successful people and businesses have one thing in common: they adapt. In fact, studies show that adaptability is one of the key traits of highly successful individuals. Whether it's learning new skills, pivoting your strategy, or even changing your daily habits, being flexible is a superpower. For example, look at industries like tech. Companies that fail to innovate and adapt, like Blockbuster, have fallen by the wayside. On the flip side, companies like Netflix constantly adapt to new trends and demands. They didn't just survive the change, they dominated it. 3. Stay ahead of the curve. While change is inevitable, it doesn't mean we can't prepare for it. Always be ready to learn something new. Whether it's picking up new skills, staying informed about industry trends, or simply staying open-minded, preparation makes adapting much easier. It's not about predicting the future. It's about being ready for whatever comes. Consider athletes. Those who train for a wide range of conditions, who don't just stick to one technique, but prepare themselves to adapt in any situation, are the ones who ultimately succeed. Part 3. Real-world examples of embracing change. Now, let's look at some real-life examples of how embracing change leads to success. 1. Steve Jobs and Apple's comeback. When Steve Jobs returned to Apple in 1997, the company was on the brink of collapse. Instead of sticking to their old ways, Jobs embraced change. He streamlined their product line, introduced new technologies like the iPod and iPhone, and shifted Apple's focus. The result? Apple didn't just survive, it became one of the most valuable companies in the world. 2. Pivoting in careers. Think of career changes. Many people start in one field, only to pivot completely later in life. And some of the most successful individuals made bold shifts. Jeff Bezos started as an investment banker, but when he saw the rise of the internet, he embraced change and founded Amazon. His willingness to adapt to a new industry changed the course of his life and the world. 3. Personal transformation stories. On a personal level, think of someone who experiences a major life event. losing a job, going through a breakup, or facing health challenges. These situations can feel like the end of the road. But for many, these moments of change become the catalysts for incredible personal growth and transformation. It's about choosing to see the opportunity in the chaos. Part 4. Actionable steps to adapt and thrive. So how can you take Heraclitus' wisdom and apply it to your life right now? Here are some practical tips to start adapting and thriving through change. 1. Practice flexibility. Get comfortable with discomfort. Start small. Maybe it's changing your morning routine or trying something new at work. The more you practice adapting to little changes, the more prepared you'll be for the bigger ones. 2. Develop a growth mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, see them as opportunities for growth. Whenever you face a change, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can I come out stronger? 3. Embrace lifelong learning. Stay curious. Whether it's reading books, learning new skills, or even meeting new people, the more you expose yourself to new ideas, the easier it is to adapt when changes come your way. 4. Surround yourself with positive influences. Change can be daunting, but it's easier to handle when you have the right support. Surround yourself with people who encourage growth, who challenge you to see the positive in change, and who inspire you to keep moving forward. Heraclitus was right. The only constant in life is change. But this isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. When we stop resisting and start adapting, we unlock incredible potential for success, growth, and fulfillment. Remember, change is what allows us to evolve, innovate, and thrive. Whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your personal growth, adapting to change is your key to success. So how will you embrace the change in your life? Drop a comment below with how you plan to adapt and grow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on how to live a life of growth and success. Thank you for watching from Dr. John's Desk YouTube channel. See you in the next video.